All right, live pictures here from Kennebunkport. Keith, the rain is falling there. This is the gray Maine that we get this week.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird, we talked about we don't always have a white crust, we know that.
Right.
But this has felt like spring to me.
That's fair.
Hasn't it?
Yes.
It's like a little
wet
wet and a little mild. It's kind of a strange thing, but we're in the 40s right now. A lot of us in the mid 40s. It's about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. We haven't really been combining that necessarily with super nice weather. We've had a lot of cloud cover, a lot of fog, and intermittent showers. Current visibility you can see across the state in some places as low as, well, I don't know if it's really 0 in Rangeley, but 0.75, so 3/4 of a mile in Bar Harbor. We've had low visibilities, especially overnight. We'll probably see that again tonight as there's a lot of moisture content in the air. In this case, as we just showed you, it is rain down into York County and southern Cumberland County as well. Some showers further inland just slowly working their way into the mountains. We showed you a camera from Sugarloaf earlier. Doesn't look like it's going to deter people, but there will be showers that make their way even into the mountains over the next few hours. Big batch of rain off to our south and west. A couple of holes in that though out towards Albany, and most of these observations, as I noted before, are not really showing us heavy rainfall, showing us light rain. So it maybe looks a little bit worse than it is. Once it moves through, it will continue to be light rain with low clouds, and there's plenty of that. Tons of clouds across the state, really no breaks in the action there. So over the next few hours, this rain moves from southwest to northeast. Temperatures remain about 40 to 45 in most spots, and you can see that rain does get into the mountains later this afternoon, especially south of about Millinocket. Rain settles in through about 6, 7 o'clock tonight into Bar Harbor and into parts of down East Maine. And I think tonight is a lot like the last few nights where there's off and on showers. There's some pretty dense fog. There will likely be another dense fog advisory for the coastline as our air is just kind of the same air. It's relatively stale. And then tomorrow a storm system develops down to our south. Most of it though misses us. We talked last week about how was this storm going to develop. Was it going to be a rain event, or was it going to be potentially a snow event? Turns out the truth's somewhere in the middle. A lot of this will miss us tomorrow, except for far southern Maine, which will see some rain through the middle of the day into the afternoon. But that low hangs around through Friday and even into Saturday a bit. And eventually we get colder air spilling down from the north on Friday, giving us a change over to snow and sleet, maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle involved in that. So it's kind of unsettled really from tomorrow straight through Saturday. It'll just be different forms of precipitation. And you'll see that rain initially over southern Maine on Thursday, and eventually some cold air coming down from the north and changing over on Friday during the day into the afternoon over to snow everywhere except for probably the immediate coastline. And we're snowing Friday night, temperatures right around freezing. Now, how much snow? Models do disagree a bit here, but I think it'll be a general 1 to 3 inch situation across the interior, the foothills and the mountains especially. Could be some higher amounts into Aroostook County. We'll try to nail that down later this afternoon. Not a major storm, but we haven't seen much snow at all. So it'll be the first time in a while we're at least getting a wintry mix involved on Friday, and then rain and snow showers into Saturday too. Stays unsettled New Year's Eve day, looks fine, and into New Year's Day as well. Temperatures into the mid 30s at that point. Nothing especially going on. It's a little bit chilly on New Year's Eve, temperatures into the mid 20s. Brian, though, I know I sent you that thing on Instagram, that 5 to 10 p.m. New Year's party. So it shouldn't be that cold.
That's right.
At that point.
For those of us who like an early celebration.
Yeah.
Exactly. We can handle that one. Keith, thanks.